Hi, this is Teacher Dairo. So let's learn how to find prime factors of a number. Prime factors. Now, before we do prime factors, what do we call prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers with two factors. Prime numbers are numbers with two factors, which are one and itself. So prime numbers. Now let's give examples of prime numbers. Examples of prime numbers could be 2. 2 has two factors, 2 and 1. So any prime number must have two factors, itself and 1, meaning that it is only that number that can divide itself. Apart from that, 1 can always divide any given number. So therefore, I can say 3 is also a prime number because 3 has two factors, 3 and 1. Okay, 5 has two factors, 5 and 1. 7 has two factors, 7 and 1. Is 9 a prime number? No, 9 is not a prime number. And the reason is that 9 has more than two factors. So any number that has more than two factors is not a prime number. What are the factors of 9? We can have 1 as a factors of 9. We can have 3 as a factor of 9, and we can have 9 itself as a factor of 9. So it has 3 factors, so it is not a prime number. So then 11 is a prime number because it has two factors, 1 and 11. 13 is also a prime number. Just like that, you can give more examples by yourself. Now let's go on prime factors. Now, what do we call prime factors? Or what do we call a factor? A factor is a number that can divide another number without a remainder. Let me repeat that. A factor is a number that can divide another number without a remainder. Alright, if I ask, what is a factor or what are the factors of 4? Factors of 4 could be 1, because 1 can divide 4 without a remainder. It could be 2. 2 can divide 4 without a remainder, and it can be 4. 4 can divide 4 without a remainder. So therefore, factors of 4 are now 1, 2, and 4. But mind you, 4 is not a prime number. 4 is not a prime number, so that then we cannot categorize 4 as a prime factor then. So if they ask you what are the prime factors of 4, then you can only choose the prime numbers around the factors, which are 1 and 2. So prime factors of 4 are 1 and 2, not 4. 4 is not a prime number, so 4 cannot be a prime factor of 4. But don't get it wrong, 4 is a factor, but not a prime factor of 4. I repeat, 4 is a factor of 4, but not a prime factor of 4, because 4 is not a prime number. Alright, now I have a method I want to introduce to you. We call it family tree. So using family tree to find your prime factors is the most of the reliable method you can be using to find your prime factors using family tree. Alright, how do we go about this? Let's say for instance, example. We have that what are the prime factors of 210. Wow. Now prime factors of 210. Using the family tree, I told you earlier that this family tree method is one of the methods that is mostly reliable and free error only if you can follow the process. So let me show you the process. The first thing you have to do, you put the number you're looking for, you put the number that you're looking for. The number you're trying to look for, their prime factors, you put the number on top like this. Now, you think of two numbers you can multiply within yourself that will give you 210. Don't care maybe the number is a prime number or not. Just think of any two numbers you can multiply together to get 210. In short, find the product of 210. Alright, the product of 210 could be, if I do 3 times 7, that is 21. 3 times 7 is 21. So I can do 30 times 7. That will give me 210. And if I do 21 times 10, it is also 210. So I might have different ways of getting my 210. Just pick one out of the different ways that you have. So I choose to pick 21 times 10. You can choose maybe 30 times 7. You're still fine. Just follow the process. Alright, now if I do 21 multiplied by 10, I'm going to get 210. Fine. Now, after that, you ask yourself, is 21 a prime number? Yes, 21 is not a prime number. Why? Because 21 has more than two factors. 21 has 1 as a factor, it has 3 as a factor, it has 7 as a factor. It also has 21 itself. It's a factor of 21. So it has more than two factors, so it is not considered as a prime number. Alright, what of 10? Is 10 a prime number? 10 is not a prime number because it also has more than two factors. 1 is a factor of 10, 2 is a factor of 10, 5 is a factor of 10, even 10 is also a factor of 10. That means it is not a prime number. Alright, when you do not have a prime number, then you do not stop there. Don't stop there. You continue breaking it down. How can I break 21 down? What are the products? What is the product of 21? Let me just say that way. That what is the product of 21? Two numbers I can multiply together that will give me 21. That's what I mean. Alright, you have 3 times 7. Of course. So I'll do 3 multiplied by 7. Fine. Okay. Then what are the two numbers? If I multiply together, I'm going to get 10. Then I can have 2 times 5. Yes, thank you. 2 times 5. And this multiplication sign, just put it down. So that it will look as if you are doing 3 times 7, 21. 21 times 2. 21 times 2 is 42. 42 times 5 can give you 210. Alright, that's another way. But now, let's check. The first answer we got here, the product of 21. We did 3 times 7, that gave 21. So let's ask ourselves, is 3 a prime number? Yes, 3 is a prime number. Mark it. We are not touching the 3 again because it is a prime number. It has two factors, 1 and a 3. Okay, that's done. So let's check 7. Is 7 a prime number? Yes, 7 is a prime number. That is 1 times 7. Nothing else can give you 7 apart from 1 times 7. So it is a prime number. I'm not going to touch it anymore. What of 2? Is 2 a prime number? Yes, 2 is a prime number. Is 5 a prime number? Yes, 5 is a prime number. So all of them, they are prime numbers. So that means I'm going to stop. Let's write the prime factors of 210 out. It's gonna be, let's start from the lowest one, which is 2. 2 times 3 times 5, then times 7. If you multiply everything together, then you get 210. So if we ask you what are the prime factors of 210, then you should say 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay? Let me give you one more example. Prime factors of 500. Alright, use on the family tree the same method. I'll put my 500 on top like this. And think of two numbers you can multiply to get my 500. Two numbers to get 500. Okay? What comes to your mind? 50 times 10. That's fine. 100 times 5. That is fine. Whichever one that you pick, just follow the process. Should I pick 100 times 5 or should I pick 50 times 10? Okay, I'll go for 100 times 5. So 100 multiplied by 5 will give me 500. Now don't forget, ask yourself, is 100 a prime number? No, it is not a prime number. Okay? Is 5 a prime number? Yes, 5 is a prime number. So I don't need to touch any of my prime numbers. I'll just put them down. 5, because it's already a prime number. So put my sign down as well. Times. Now, 100 is not a prime number. So I have to think of two numbers I can multiply together to get my 100. What comes to your mind? Product of 100. It could be 20 times 5, fine. It could be 4 times 25, fine. It could be 10 times 10. Yes, 10 times 10 makes sense. Okay, it could be 2 times 50. Whichever one that you pick, just follow the process like I used to say. So I will choose 10 times 10. So you can choose 50 times 2 if you like. You can choose 4 times 25 if you like. You can choose 20 times 5. Whichever one. But I'm going to pick 10 times 10. Alright. 10 times 10 is 100. But 10 is not the prime number. So I have to break it down again. Okay. So my 5 is a prime number. I'm still going to put it down. I'll continue putting it down until I get my final answer. Then my sign, put it down. Alright, but 10 is not a prime number, so I have to break the 10 down. So product of 10, two numbers I can multiply to get 10. I think that should be 2 times 5, right? Yes, 2 times 5. Alright, 2 times 5. So put my sign down, times. Then break the other 10 as 2 times 5. Alright, if I check all the answers, 2, 5, 2, 5, and 5, they are all prime numbers. Problem solved. So 2 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. So let me arrange and find the product. So 2, I have 2 2's there, then I have 3 5's. So all equals to 500. Because 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 5 is what? 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. 100 times 5 is 500. That sounds funny, man. Alright, so we can give you activity to handle by yourself. Let's see what you can do and give your answers in the comment section. Thank you. So you can try this. Factors, prime factors of, you can try 50, you can try 150, you can try 200,